Welcome to Trainer Secret CBD. I'm Wayne O'Peel. My wife and I own Trainer Secret CBD as well as Claybrook Farms. Claybrook Farms is a breeding and training facility for Dutch warm blood horses. Trainer Secret CBD is a product that we produce or grow on our own farm and process. We started out doing this for our horses and found that it was something of interest to our neighbors and friends and trainers. Today I'd like to discuss some of the questions that we've received from people who purchased our product who are trying to treat long-term ailments with CBD. We've been using CBD for over 3 years. It started out as a treatment for a mare of ours that had high ring bone arthritic conditions, and our lameness vet recommended that we only use Butte for about 30 days and find some other product to move our mare to. It took us a while to figure out the dosage level that we needed to help her retain movement, because if we didn't give her any CBD, she basically could hardly move. We'd put her out in the pasture after a slow, very slow walk to the pasture, and she wouldn't move maybe more than 20 or 30 feet from where we left her in the pasture. What we found was that we needed to give her something on the order of at least 1,000 milligrams of CBD a day. If we cut back from that level, she would have difficulty moving and have soreness. But if we maintained that high level of CBD usage, she would be able to walk and trot rather fluidly, buck even, and have a normal lifetime in the pasture. After 3 years, now she is able to move very fluidly. She does have periods where she might have some soreness, and at that point we have to up the CBD level, but we've actually dropped it down to something between, something around 600 milligrams of CBD twice a day. So her total dosage is still about 1,000 milligrams, and in fact I misstated myself earlier. We actually were giving her something on the order of 2,000, 3,000 milligrams a day, about 1,500 per feeding, and now we've dropped her down to less than 1,000 milligrams per feeding, and she's doing very well on that level. But once in a while, depending on the weather, we'll see that she has trouble getting out of the stall in the morning, or I shouldn't say trouble, but she is slow to get out of the stall in the morning. Based on the scoops that we supply with our bags of feed, we would suggest that if you have a pretty serious pain or inflammation issue, that you dose the horse at about 1,200 milligrams per day, which means that you're probably giving the horse about 6 to 8 scoops per day, and the horse should be able to do quite well at that level. Universities have looked at or examined giving higher levels of CBD as high as 10,000 milligram doses, and there's no serious side effect. I'm unclear as to how long they sustain that level of usage, but they've reported no serious side effects and a relatively quick response to the CBD. Now, if the issue is inflammation as opposed to serious pain, then you could probably go to 4 to 6 scoops a day, 4 to 6 scoops per feeding, which is 600 to 900 milligrams. And the horse ought to do very well with that dosage level. And we find that this reduced inflammation accelerates the healing of wounds and allows the swelling to go down rather quickly. We use the CBD product for our dogs and ourselves, but we don't use the full array of ingredients that is in Trainer's Secret. We have just a CBD powder that we put into capsules. My wife and I use this daily for our older age aches and pains, or if we have headaches or things of that nature. We find that CBD is helpful. I'm not suggesting you give up aspirin or some other medicines that you use. For our dogs, we have a larger dog, a Bouvier, that weighs about 50 to 60, maybe 70 pounds. And we give her the equivalent of 1 capsule of CBD, which is half a gram, once a day. And we have a smaller dog, a border collie, that's about half the weight, and we give that dog about 1/4 to 1/2 of a capsule. Our Bouvier is 9 years old. We frankly have not had a Bouvier live this long. They've succumbed to health problems, so we think there's something positive going on with the CBD that we're giving her. Again, as far as the harmful side effects of CBD, our experience has been, even despite the high level of usage, or dosage that we have for some of our horses, there's been no negative effects other than loose stools. We haven't experienced any liver problems or any fundamental issues in terms of the horses being drowsy or things of that nature. Our horses are fine. They're doing great after 2 or 3 years of usage, and that's daily usage for some of the horses. As far as the speed of impact, for our horses, typically we're able to see some kind of result within 24 hours. Sometimes it may take 2 or 3 days. Our dogs and ourselves, we see it definitely within 2 or 3 hours. I think the issue that a lot of people have with seeing CBD results is that the dosage rate that they're using is probably much lower than it should be. I have people trying to use 1/4 or 1/2 the dose that we recommend for using on inflammation or pain, or even anxiety. And they expect results when in fact they're probably giving their horse, for example, less than 100 milligrams a day. And what we've noticed, and we've also seen this in university studies, is that these horses need at least 250 milligrams a day to have any significant impact on their health. And what we recommend is getting the horse out of pain or the dog out of pain as quickly as possible. Since there's no negative side effects to this product, we suggest actually overdosing in the beginning and getting the pain or the inflammation or the anxiety under control, and then ratchet down to a long-term level of dosage. So we have no problem going to a 6 to 8 scoop level per feeding and then backing it down to 2 to 4 scoops per feeding. And we're assuming that we're going to feed this to our horses twice a day. To our dogs, it's just once a day. The other thing you should be aware of is that there are products on the market where you really don't get a lot of CBD in a dose. 10 milligrams, whether it's a tincture or some other type of product, really is not enough to have much impact. And you can't be sure that those products really have that much CBD in them. We have our CBD tested by the state when it's grown to make sure that the THC level is below 0.3%, and we also want to make sure that our CBD level is about 10% or more. Once we harvest the crop and we start blending the finished product, then we look to making sure that the CBD level is equivalent to, in our case, we're looking at about 325 milligrams per dose. That's where you have a 2-scoop dose. And as a result, we believe that that level of dosage gets the kind of results that you're looking for. But as I said earlier, you may want to dose higher than that in the beginning and then back down to that level of 325 milligrams. After 3 years, we continue to be very positive and excited about this product. It's unfortunate that the university studies are still in progress, but there have been some important studies done by the University of Kentucky, Colorado State, as well as Texas A&M, and all of these universities, and there are others, acknowledge that CBD can impact pain, inflammation, and anxiety. And they also focus on whether there are harmful effects from continued use or for very large doses, and so far there is no significant impact. This is a product that unfortunately the USEF finds that this product is banned from horses that are in competition. So if you use this product, you need to wean your horse from the product about 7 to 14 days prior to the competition. We believe this product is much safer for the long-term health of your horse than some of the other anxiety products on the market or pain products on the market. It's unfortunate the USEF believes this is a performance enhancement. We look at it as what this product can do is allow this horse to perform at the level it is bred and trained to perform at. So we continue to use this product in our training program. We believe that we can more constructively and quickly train our young horses, get them over certain anxiety situations, and help them be relieved from pain that might result from an injury or arthritic condition, and allow that horse to still have a productive career. So if you're really interested in the health of your horse, this is I think, a very safe and significant product for improving the health of your horse. If you have more questions related to the dosage level on pain and some of the results that we've achieved or our customers have achieved, please feel free to contact me. What I would like to reinforce is that this product sometimes cannot deal with or address sufficiently some of the high pain levels that horses encounter. And we have some situations where CBD is used in conjunction with bute, and we've received good results. Next week, we'll go into more detail about some of the university studies that have been conducted, and hopefully you reach the same conclusion that we have, that CBD is something that deserves a chance to be part of a horse's regimen, particularly in the early stages of training. And for those horses late in their career that have pain issues that impede their performance.